Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Wrestling Prime. I am your host, Tom Dog, and yeah, this is our our last night of our two-night special. And yeah, we got a pretty good show here lined up and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna be reviewing the results of King and Queen of the Ring. And before we do that, let's do the plugs and everything. Um, that we do each and every week here on this channel. And of course, big shout out to Matt Monsters over at the Owlite Network. Check them out; they're really cool. Raz and the gang um, have a really good show and everything like that, and also have some really cool wrestling stuff to keep you satisfied as well too. So give them a check. See over at the Owlite Network, Matt Monsters. And big shout out um, to everybody for Tails and everybody over at the Crypto Slam Wrestling Show over at um, uh, the Crypto Slam. Tails and the gang. We always have a good time and everything like that. Check them out as best you can. I believe they're on YouTube. They're on, and so yeah, give them a check. Check them out as well. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles Trade and sell a lot of cool wrestling stuff. You want to part with some wrestling stuff that you want to get rid of, whether it's autographed items or what have you. Um, they'll take good care of you, and and you'll be glad you did. And if you happen to be in the Southington, Connecticut area and you want to check out this wonderful, amazing store and the list of events they have going on, believe me, you want to check out the store if you happen to be in town. Check them out over at for directions and info. Check out their website over at mnjvideogames.com. And this episode is also brought to you by Dubby Energy Supplements. What is Dubby? That is a good question. We're going to be, what is Dubby? And that's a very good question. Is their their energy supplements that can keep you going all day. Doesn't have the sugar, doesn't have the colors or the dyes and everything, and it won't crash, and you'll feel good to keep you going for the rest of the match. And it's not like that, you know, it's a hell of a lot better than that Prime Energy drink that Logan Paul likes to snake oil sell to everybody and everything like that. But you don't need to take my word for it. Check him out over at w.gg today. Use the promo code BRILLED at the checkout to save 10% on your purchase. And it's right there. I'll put that up periodically during the show. And and it's my way of saying thanks to you for being a loyal subscriber and a loyal viewer. And so yeah, give W Energy a try. It's really good. And eventually I will be getting some. They just introduced some cans, and I'm going to check them out and do a little review on it as well too. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and I'll be drinking more of that too. So yeah, so give them a try over at w.gg. Again, use the promo code BRILL at the checkout to save 10% on your purchase, and you'll be glad you did because it's my way of saying thanks for you for being, like I said, a loyal viewer and a loyal subscriber. And my facial hair is like has this Gumby attitude today. So yeah, pay no attention to that. You know, but it's really good. You should try it, and now you can with with this promo code that you see right here. Um, give them a check, see, save, and have a little bit of a discount too, and get some really cool stuff as well too. And you you won't be disappointed. Trust me on this, folks. You'll be glad you did. Okay, so what happened? So yeah, I didn't watch Collision, so that's why we're only going to be doing some King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring news and everything like that. So yeah, um, it it was a pretty good show, um, and everything like that. Chat is open, so for those who have seen it, come say hi and leave us your thoughts about what you thought about the show, and try not to do any spoilers until um for example, if there's any questions that you had some comments about certain matches that I did not bring up just yet. Um, I'll bring them up until we get to those things. So we try not to spoil things here on the show. We try to keep things um in order. So yeah, this is going to be a relatively short episode. So because like I said, I didn't watch I didn't watch Collision. Um so we'll save the AEW news for next week. And yeah, we got a pretty big so yeah, my review, like I said, review for Double or Nothing will be next week. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like all over the place. I'm just pretty much enjoying the day because excuse me, it was so nice. It was so nice earlier today. So this this some just some cleaning around the house and everything like that. I'm feeling good. You know, yeah. Had some stuff to some unofficial yard work to take care of, and so yeah, we had some branches that I had to cut because they were just like drooping off the one. There was like a couple of branches that were drooping off to one side, and it was creating a distraction. So yeah, I had to take care. Yeah. But nonetheless, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So yeah. All right. So King of the Ring happened. It was actually a pretty good show. Relatively short. The matches were six matches total. Um, five on the main show and one on the kickoff show, which I kind of understand. Which I kind of understood because the 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 tag team, the women's tag title match was last minute. So yeah, they pretty much threw that on the whoa, they pretty much threw that on the kickoff show. And so yeah, it made a lot of sense. And we're going to talk about that match right now. Um I forgot to put so it was Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill taking on um uh, who was it? Now I have to go into the into the notes here because oh well I forgot I see stupid me. I forgot to put their name down. So yeah, I'll just do the one that came up first. going on here? Oh, I gotta get. I know I keep saying this every week, but yeah, I need a new tablet. This thing is like so goddamn slow. You literally have no idea. Where is? Oh, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. So yeah. Um. There we go. And I got the note. Okay, so I can get rid of. I can get rid of this. Come on. Come on. See, I'm trying to make this a relatively short episode, and things like this when I'm trying to, trying to get everything together. So yeah, Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, um, um, for a kickoff match, it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good match, It was laid back. It seemed like it kind of felt like like you would, a match that you would see on SmackDown or on Raw. But it was, a pretty, pretty good, to kick things off and everything. You can't say nothing bad about uh Jade and Bianca. They're really good in the ring and everything like that. Um, so yeah, they really work well together. And Bianca and Jade, they retained the titles, and yeah, it was pretty good opener. And but I give this match, even it was a little lackluster. It could have been a little bit better, a little bit better. Nothing against Bianca and Jade. They, like I said, I like them, and more Jade than Bianca. And but I give this match a B. A solid B. It seems kind of fair and everything. And so yeah, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it to be a. I didn't expect that to be on there, but I understood why it was on there because it was last minute. So yeah. Um. So yeah. Um. The show kicked off with Liv Morgan um taking on Becky Lynch for the women's uh world championship. And for a match like this was actually pretty good. Um, like I said, it was this was a really good one. Um, not a lot of people were feeling Liv Morgan to be on level of becoming a fighting champion, if so. But yeah, she pulled it off, and even with the distraction by Dominic, which he had no business being in there. Um, Apparently, some words were exchanged that that Dominic, you know that you know lived Judgment Day doesn't want Liv to be champion, pretty much because of the fact that we all know that Monty is uh, is on the shelf thanks to Liv Morgan. So um, but Dominic, he was you know trying to do what he could, trying to do the best that he get involved and everything like that. And so yeah, it was a really big um thing right there. But nonetheless, Liv took advantage of the distraction and became the new WWE Women's World Champion. And so yeah, Becky was pissed off, and I guess something happened in the back, or and so yeah, uh, um, but yeah, because of Dominic's distraction and everything, um, and pretty much helped Liv win the match. It was yeah, some questions will be answered on Monday for sure. And but nonetheless, this match was pretty good, even without Dominic. Even if Dominic didn't show up in that match. So, but I give this one an A minus. This was a really good, solid opener. I thought this was a better match, and the fans were all into it too. So yeah, definitely worth it. Up next, the triple threat, the triple threat match. Um, Sami Zayn defending his title against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed, and with the triple threat match and everything, triple threat rules. That means there are no rules. Anything can happen in this match, and this right here, everybody was invested in this match. This match was actually very, very good. Um, they were, you know, they had some pretty close calls between all three of them. Chad almost became champion a few times. Same thing with Bronson Reed, and with the appearance of with Otis being in the corner of Chad Gable, um, really cemented to what's going to happen and everything. So Otis was useful at taking out Bronson Reed, which was actually really good. And then Chad told Otis to do the same for Sami Zayn, and he was hesitant and everything like that, and um, Chad being Chad, and yelling at Otis and everything, and just going after doing him. And then Chad had enough, and he was like, he was getting pissed off and everything. Then he shoves Otis, then he slaps him, and just like pretty much basically chastising him and everything like that. And and so because of the stalling that happened, Sami Zayn um got out of the way from Otis taking him out, and he took out Chad Gable instead. So it was a pretty good spot. Everybody was cheering for Otis and everything like that, but something's going to happen on Monday. I'm sure. So and then Sammy took advantage of the situation, uh, pinned Bronson Reed for the win, and retained the Intercontinental belt. So yeah, this was a really good match, and I love this match. The rivalry between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable is really, really good. I like what they're doing with this. I really do. And because of that, I'm giving this match an A. This was a really good match. And now we have the we have uh the king and queen of the ring finals, and the pretty big tongue twister. That's why you know what I mean. Slow it all down. Um, so Nia Jax um going against Lyra Valkyria, and this was a pretty good match. And I was actually impressed with Nia Jax in this match. This was actually a match. This was really, really good. And yeah, I'm not going to take nothing away from the both of them. And I will say this for the in a minute after I give the winner. But yeah, this was it came close for Valkyria to win. she came close several times to become the queen of the ring, and but Nia was, oh boy, excuse me, and Nia Jax is she was um overly powered and everything like that. She took, she pinned Valkyria to become the 2024 Queen of the Ring. So yeah, this was like I said, this was a very good match, and I will say this, Raz, he called it. Good friend Raz over at Mats and Monsters. So uh, yeah, I reached out to him, and I hope I didn't spoil it for him. I was like, I'm sorry if I did, but nonetheless, this was a really good match, and I actually had a really good, this was really impressive. And I will say one thing for the record, that Valkyria had a really nice entrance. I really do. I mean, the wingspan that she had on her outfit was truly amazing. And so yeah, this was really good. And Nia cut a pretty good promo after being crowned and everything. So yeah, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I give this, and so, like I said last night in the preview show, whomever wins um, the King and Queen of the Ring um, will go on to face whoever's champion for their respective brand. So, in this case, Nia Jax, since she became Queen of the Ring, she has an opportunity to go after Bayley. So, yeah, this is going to be a very good, and it's gonna take place at SummerSlam. That bad boy's done. So, right. Um, so yeah. So, oh yeah, if I'm going too fast for everybody, let me know. I will slow down. My eyes are watery today. It's the pollen. All right. Up next, the King of the Ring finals. Uh, the Ring General Gunther taking on SmackDown's Randy Orton, and this right here, this was a match. This was a real. Apparently, This was more than a match. This was basically a dream match because you know, you know, Gun, every time Gunther is in the ring, he is very, very impressive when it comes to um showcasing himself to be in the ring. And yeah, this was an awesome, awesome match. And you know, both were showing, Gunther was, showing how dominant he is in the ring, and Randy is did has some pretty close calls on this. Excuse me, has some pretty close calls. Everything, but those reverse those chops from Gunther, man. You know what, he lit Randy like a Christmas tree, and shout out to my buddy T Black there, and who at times likes to do the same thing. So I was doing all right. I haven't heard from him in a while. Oh yeah, he's supposed to be on the show. That's neither here. But yeah, this was a match, man. I mean, everybody was on the edge of their seat with this match, and a lot of people love Gunther, even though he's a I mean, he is sold on on a heel. I mean, he knows. I mean, he's doing his job as a heel, and he doesn't have to. And the thing about him, about Gunther being a damn good heel at it, is that he's not trying hard to be to be hated. He just I mean, he does a very good job of telling it like it is, telling off the fans and everything like that. And yeah, he is. I mean, you really, and especially, and when he's on the microphone, he really is. He can really draw the heat to this. And yeah, this was, I love Gunther as a heel, and and you know, and the fact that he's doing his job to be to give the crowd heat. He's doing something good, because you try your hardest not to cheer for him because of the moves that he does, but you just can't help. I mean, you try really hard, but Gunther is so unique at pissing off the crowd, and he is really good at it. So, um, but nonetheless, this match was really good, really good. Um, he Gunther took advantage of various spots where Randy was getting hurt, and he exposed those injuries and everything. So, I hope Randy's okay. Hope his injuries aren't serious. Um, he twisted his leg a little bit when he was trying to do uh the vintage Orton um suplex, the body slam that he does. And so yeah, he might have you know buckled his leg out there for a little bit. So Gunther took advantage of that, and went for the roll up and the pin to become king of the ring. Congratulations, Gunther, again for that. But this right here was a really damn good match, and if you haven't seen it, I strongly suggest you do, because this is my pick for the match of the night. Um, Definitely worth watching over and over and over again. A+ all around. And after he won the match, he got the coronation and everything, and cut a really nice promo saying that say he really pissed off that crowd. And yeah, and so he has the opportunity at SummerSlam to go to face off either Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre, because at um a match has been signed at Clash at the Castle next month. It's going to be Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. So yeah, that is going to be a very good match. And when that match comes close to it, which is like 3 weeks from now, um, I will give my thoughts on that as well too. And virtual prediction time too. So yeah. Um, so nonetheless, this was a so yeah, like I said, worth watching. Gunther versus Randy Orton, and congratulations again to Gunther becoming the King of the Ring General. So yeah, there we go. And now the main event for the evening: Cody Rhodes defending his championship against Logan Paul, who was U.S. champion, and it was a shame that it wasn't for title, but nonetheless, this was a really good match. I'm not taking any, I'm not showing any praise for Logan Paul for obvious reasons, and I'm not going to repeat that. But yeah, with the promos that Cody gave to Logan leading up to this, there were times where and of course the brass knucks were in play and everything like that, and one of Logan's entourage got involved, and he got taken out for it, and so yeah, and it caused a distraction, and that's where the brass knucks came into play. Um, Working on the midsection of Cody and everything, and and then shout out to Michael Cole, really telling it like telling him off and everything, and I just loved it. I loved it. He's telling he said what I've been saying for years, but with all due respect, I've said a lot worse about Logan Paul. So yeah, um, but nonetheless, this was a really good match, and everything, and there were some times there were some uh it was a really I will give credit where credit is due. I'm not, like I said, I'm not giving any Logan Paul any credit for this, but Logan Paul, um, when he was up on the top of that rope, when he was on the top rope, getting ready to do the frog splash off of it, um, I want to shout out to whoever thought of using the drone camera angle to do a whole 360 thing on there. I will admit that was a pretty damn good shot, and kudos to whoever thought of that. That person deserves a raise. I absolutely do. Um, and and yeah, this was a really good um match. But like I said, I'm not giving any Logan Paul any credit. I don't care. I don't care how good he was in the ring. Um, because for the simple reason, Cody Rhodes won the match, and he retains the belt. And this was so yeah, I'm happy. Crowd walks out happy. A+ match, and so yeah. Um, but for Logan Paul, I give him no grade. So yeah, Logan Paul gets a special grade of a fail, but nonetheless, the match. This was also a good match, and so yeah, but yeah, the camera and that that drone camera shot was awesome, and so yeah, like I said, they need to use that more often. I mean, I think they need to use that more often. Um, so overall grade A-. Like I said, match of the night: Gunther versus Randy Orton. And worst match of the night, I'm sorry, but it has to go to the women's tag title match. It was weak of the two, but it still gets a pass because it was still a watchable match. So yeah, let's go to the comments here. Um, we have Little Fettuccine. How's it going? Um, have Gunther move to SmackDown. He doesn't need to be in the whole Priest Drew Brunk storyline. Such a mess. Well, technically, it's technically more just a Drew McIntyre CM Punk rivalry feud that's going on. Damian Priest is in the was just in the mix because of the fact that he took the title away from Drew um, at WrestleMania. So yeah, that so he's only going to be in there because of the fact that but that's not going to last long because you know my early prediction on this match is that Drew McIntyre is not going to win this match. We're going to see Priest. Um, he's doing okay. And I do agree with you that he is doing okay as a champ. And and yeah, you know, Drew and Punk are just a distraction, and because they got their feud working on, which is gonna cost Drew McIntyre to lose at Clash of the Castle. So because I think CM Punk is going to be well prepared to be to fight at SummerSlam. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I think that we're gonna see Drew McIntyre and CM Punk at SummerSlam. So yeah, that's my prediction. Um, so yeah. but but going back to Gunther moving the SmackDown, I don't know about I like what they're how he's being showcased on Raw. They have too many top guys on SmackDown as it is already, and we don't even know when um, Roman Reigns is coming back because he's taking some time off, and so yeah, we don't know when he's coming back, and yeah, when he comes back, I'm sure he'll get his spot. He'll work on getting his spot back and everything because he has to you know settle things with pretty much know who's at the head of the table at with the bloodline. So yeah, this is going to be that's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. But as far as uh, Gunther, um, I can see him. I can see he can have a really good match with um, Damian Priest. So yeah, I think we're gonna have that. That's my prediction. We're gonna see um, Drew McIntyre lose to Damian Priest because he's so hell bent on you know focusing on CM Punk. So CM Punk's gonna is going to be a thorn in the side until those two finally have a match at SummerSlam. So yeah, that's a given and everything like that. So but yeah, nonetheless, but I think everybody would rather see Gunther and Damian Priest. I think that's a better match to see than no disrespect for Drew McIntyre. It's just that I'd rather much see Damian Priest and Gunther at SummerSlam. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. What else is going on here? Oh, yeah, always good to hear from you, little fettuccine. And so yeah, and so uh, one other thing that I forgot to mention in regards to SummerSlam, I know I talked about um, the title opportunity for SummerSlam this year, but um, I might have said something last night, but I forgot. But we are going to have in in beginning in 2026 on August 1st and August 2nd. SummerSlam is going to be a 2-night event. So that is actually pretty good. So that means that's another that is another it's another Big Four event that has and of course the big if everybody knows what the Big Four is, Big Four being Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Um, so two out of the Big Four um are now going to be 2-night events, and SummerSlam being the biggest party of the summer, it's going to be even bigger within a couple of years. So yeah, 2026 2-night event. I'm looking forward to that. And hey, it's right around my birthday and everything like that. So yeah, way to kick off the Tom Dog Days of Summer. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun when that happens. And we're also gonna have a lot of fun this year on the summer on um, the Tom Dog Days of Summer. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Yes, sir. But we'll talk about that later. And yeah, got a lot of fun stuff coming up, and we'll do a layback show on Channel X and discuss what's going on. So yeah, but that's for another time. But yeah, this is what this was a really good show, and I actually really liked it and everything. It's actually really cool. Um, Looking forward to Clash of the Castle that's coming out, and yeah, and I think there's another event before SummerSlam. So yeah, I gotta look at the schedule, see what's going on. But yeah, Money in the Bank should be right around the corner as well too. Really looking forward to that. Oh boy. So yes, sir. So yeah, let's. So any other questions or comments that everybody wants to throw my way? Big. Have a lot of fun with that and everything. So, yeah. But it's good to hear from Little Fettuccine from last night. So yeah, so always good to hear your opinions, and everybody's opinion matters around here, so that's good. And no hate or anything like that. Nothing but love here on Wrestling Prime. So um yeah, what else is going on in the world? So what do you want to talk about? But um yeah, there's nothing else really to talk about. I guess that's I can pretty much um call it a night here. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. It's awesome see you guys on here and everything like that. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Leave this video a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below. What did you think of this year's King and Queen of the Ring? Um, were you were you satisfied? Did your predictions match up, or were they a dud like mine? um, Let us know in the comment section down below. Love to hear from all of you. And ring the bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And if you want to be treated like royalty and everything like that, why don't you look on the bottom of the screen right there and lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. And also remind you, don't forget that you go to w.gg right now. Use the promo code BRILL at checkout to save 10% on your purchase. That's w.gg, and you can get some really cool stuff. You can check out their stuff and you know feel energized doing so anyways. And you can go on to being the king around here, right? Because I'm just the court jester. Even though this is my show, but you make the rules. So yeah, right. So yes, sir. So yeah, make sure you lay the smackdown on that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for tuning in, like I said, and we will see you all again here next week on Wrestling Prime. We'll with our results, our review of Double or Nothing. I'm really looking forward to the for the to give out the results of that one, and I will do my best that I can for that as well. So nonetheless, it's going to be pretty cool. With that being said, and I'll be back here on Thursday with another episode, with an all new episode of Channel X, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with that as well too. But next week, another brand new episode of Wrestling Prime. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, never know what else is going to happen here on this channel. But nonetheless, you'll have a lot of fun. Uh, you'll be entertained. Put it that way. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you all here again next week. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care. So long. Peace. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.